good morning. It's going on 10:23. I've been a little busy. I've been pulling out stuff I'm going to need today from the basement, getting it out here. Katie and I just got done moving the truck. It is day 41. Yeah, the big 4-1. Kaylee's in the back. She's been munching one of her goodies. Hold on here a sec. Oh, lady driving by, slow and just smiling. Anyway, we're getting busy. We are on, in fact, let's get Kaylee in the house. Get out of the truck here. Sorry, kind of a wonky opening. Come on, Kay. Lock the truck so people don't get in and mess with it. We are down to our last display. Display number 14 right here. Display number 1 is right there. The front end photo op is display number 14. God, we've got 13 displays done. I actually got a start on this yesterday before I wimped out and took the evening off. And we got the main power line dropped in for the low voltage. I've got a wiring nightmare back there I've got to deal with to get this cleaned up. I've got 2 carriage lights up on the wall that need to be hooked up. I've got 2 orange floods to mount down here at the ground to shine up on Tiny. And I gotta get Tiny powered up. Both his chest, which is low voltage, and the AC portion of them, which are the eyes. The witch is also gonna get a flood down here pointed up at her. And I gotta get her hooked up to AC as well. So we got that to do. I've got the skull I got to do, which is powered up. Not the skull powered up, but lit up. The pillars have to be lit up. So I got some groundwork to do in here. And then we got to get the hay in. I've also went ahead and brought out a portion of stage 5, which is the projector, which I'm going to get put in today. The fog machine, which we'll be getting put in today. And I gotta make the stand for the bubbler, and we'll get the bubbler out here and put in as well. So this one will be totally done, stage 5 and everything. And we gotta get the control, the timers and what have you ran over where I can reach them. And so anyway, we're gonna get stage 4 completed with the photo op and get started on stage 5 in the photo op. I have no idea how long it's going to take. It will take a bit with everything that needs to be gone through. Get in there, Kay. Get in the house. You eat your goodies, so you ain't got a goodie to bring in. But I also brought the projector out for the pumping station, which is just over the other side of the exit in Sue Ann's hallway. So I'll get that put in today as well. This is the stuff I was collecting downstairs. There's foggers, there's projectors, there's lights, Kay and I brought that out. It's going to take me several trips to get everything out here I need out here. But anyway, folks, stage 4 will be completed today, and we will get a start on stage 5. I'm not exactly sure how much on stage 5 we are going to get done. I do know we will not get all of it done today. There is a lot of little shed that need to be done, and one big project. I've got to go through here in between displays. On some of them, most of them have their curtain bars already hung. This one doesn't. I've got to get a bar mounted up here to hang the curtain. There. And then this one here will also get a curtain rod. Between all the displays, curtains have to be hung. And that takes an hour or 2 to do, especially when you're running back and forth having to cut curtain bars and stuff. And like I said, some of the displays already have their bars in them. So I've got that to do, projectors, fog machines. I need to get screening material on the secret door. And for here, I've got to get the projector box mounted for here. I got another projector that's going on that table once it gets clean. I've got the secret door that's got to get mounted, and so it's working. I've got get that table cleaned up, and also bring out the security system for all the security cameras, all 14 of them. And all those cameras need to be aimed and set. They're all in place and powered up, and none of them are aimed. And I can't get them aimed until I get their control boxes and stuff out here, which go on that table. And you might get a look at it, I don't know. But there's just a lot of little shit like that that needs to be done. That's all part of Stage 5. Stage 5 normally takes 2 to 3 days to do. Just, you know, because I'm all over the place, so I have no idea what type of footage you're going to get. If I've got the energy, you might get some nighttime footage of whatever projectors I get in tonight. I do have to get whatever projectors I have out here turned on and focused and aimed right at their screens. You know, there's speakers with them. Get the speakers set. You know, that sort of thing. So, it might give you some nighttime clips of that. I don't know. Past that, I'm not sure exactly what's going to be going on out here. But with that, I'm going to put the camera down. Or actually, Kaylee's doing breakfast of the day. Huh? You're going to do breakfast of the day? How about some pepperoni? Some pepperoni and some chocolate mints. 2 or 3 of them. We've been getting mints down at Costco. They only carry them during Christmas time. They usually actually come out right before Halloween. They have them all the way through Thanksgiving. So every time we go to Costco, I pick up 10 or 11 bags of them and stock up. And they normally last us until June before we run out. But Kaylee loves her mints. Oh, you like your mints. I get 2 of them. She gets 1. Every time I have 2, she gets 1. But anyway, there's your breakfast of the day. Let's get to work. Let's see where we're going to get to. Okay, Stage 4 is officially done, and we are officially into Stage 5. Stage 4 was low voltage. We got the carriage lights hooked up. The pillars are worked up, and our skeleton pillars are hooked up and working. And we got the lights in there that need to be aimed yet. And while I was in there, I did some Stage 5. We got the projector and its speakers in, the bubblers in, and the foggers in. So tonight, I need to get in here, and we need to get all the lights aimed. And I'm going to turn on, I believe all of this is on T2. We'll get it turned on, so I can get the projector aimed and focused and going. And since I'm going to be doing that projector, I've also got the projector in the pumping station and in the graveyard that need to be focused, set up. So we will do that tonight. Right now, we're doing something for Stage 5. Hold on. Okay, we're in the watering. Another step in Stage 5 is filling the ponds. We're not going to be turning the pumps on today. It's going to be about dinner time by the time all 4 ponds are full. And these 3 in the water room take the longest because they're the deepest. They're all 10 inches deep. So they take a while. But we got the hose in here, and while the ponds are filling, I will be doing a couple other things. Now, I still need to get the dye added to this. I'm going to go in the house and get that here in just a bit. But for right now, I'm going to put some of this in. It's RV antifreeze. We actually had one season where it got so cold, the ponds, overnight when the pumps were off, iced over. And the hoses going from the pump up to their fountains froze up. And someone recommended RV antifreeze. It's non-toxic, so kids or pets get into it, it's not going to kill them. Might make them a little sick, but it won't kill them. So every year now, I dump a half a gallon to a gallon in. This year, all the ponds are getting a gallon. I bought 4 of them. I might as well use them up because I don't want to have to store them. And then I gotta go start doing the dye. Okay, I made a liar out of myself. Not only did we get the ponds filled, but we got the pumps plugged in. Just plugged the pumps in. So now we're going back through testing. This one is working as intended. All it's doing is taking water from the pond itself and cycling it back into the barrel, because the water blaster in there will be exiting the water fairly quick. Now we are headed over toward the water room, and I've got T2 and T3 circuits on. That's what is powering the black lights over there too. And it's after 5, and things are a little dark in that tent, so it's hard to see if water is splashing out. So we turned on the black light, so you can get a look at the water room. It's going to be a lot brighter. Still a lot of excess light coming from the door. But you can see the pond going. I don't have the control boards going, so the water blasters in here aren't working. But I did put a sheet of plexiglass in here, and it looks like it was a good choice. I can't tell. Yeah, it's a little wet there. I got an extra sheet of plexiglass here. And we'll move it over here. Yeah, it's dry here. And a little wet there. And we'll check down here. Yeah, it's a little wet there too. What I might do is take this piece of plexiglass loose, and I'll slide it down, or pick it up and move it down. You don't slide plexiglass on plastic, it'll cut right through. But move this end of the plexiglass here down to about here. Reattach it. Now I can put that other piece there in down here, and I'll overlap onto this one and run it down this way. And that's something I can do after dinner or later or what have you. But for right now, we got that fountain going, this fountain's going, water's coming out of his mouth. I don't know how well it's showing up, and you'll get a look at this tonight. If you look at the water there, you can see the mark on the water moving with this camera. This one over here, Morgan's, is just kind of streaming out. And I can adjust it. Yeah, it's dry for the most part. But the pipe or the hose that the water's coming out of, I can push it further back into the pipe, and that will deaden the whatever splashing we're getting. And then this one, that one isn't hitting the lip. This one is a little bit. I could use a sheet of plexiglass in here too. I don't know if it's really enough to really worry about. I could, if I wanted to. I have a nozzle on that pump that I can turn that will back the pump off a little bit, so it's not shooting out quite as far. I'll have to talk to Sue about that if she ever makes it out here. I will give you a look at this tonight with a cell phone too. We're going to be back in here. I got the projector in there in the pumping station, so we've got to get that tested out. I've got the projector out in the photo op and the graveyard. All three of them need to be focused and aimed. And then, so we got to do that out here tonight. And I got two foggers in. The one in the photo hall, and the Scalabra is in, and the one out in the photo op is in. I have one left to put in. Our third and final fogger is there. It goes up there. And I gotta get my ladder out to do that one. Haven't done that yet. But we are getting there. Right now, I think we're gonna go hit Panda Express for dinner. So, hold on. Okay, time for your nighttime look. And it is a little brighter in here. And people were commenting about the mermaid blending in. The creepy cloth behind it kind of helps it stand out. Just got done getting that projection going. And we did get the water and the pumps going. We are having a little bit of splashing from the water wall. But we're going to see how bad it is. We're going to let it sit for a day or two and see how far the pond goes down. I can make some adjustments with the plexiglass I've got in here to take care of it. I do not have the control board working in here, so both the water blasters and zombie bait are not working. And then over here in the graveyard, we've got the projector working. Oh, and there's a KK. Cindy Skinless. I might need to adjust the focus just a bit more. But there's the set dresser. But anyway, let's take you out and take a look at the photo op. Okay, we got the photo op going. Now, I brought a projector out here before we did the screen, and we put it right where it's at now and measured. And that was the size picture we had. But if you look at the wall there, the screen's too small. I need to add about a foot to it. And maybe 3 or 4 inches on the bottom. So we will do that tomorrow. Also, the speakers are doing that. It's a set of old speakers. I'll change those out tomorrow too. That'll be another chore for tomorrow. But other than that, I do not have T1 turned on, and that's what the witch is turned on to. But Tiny's all lit up. We got the carriage lights working. And Sue Ann approves, I do believe. Does the set dresser approve?
Kaylee just wants to get...
Yeah, Kaylee wants to go park the truck. Huh? Okay. Well, we better go park the truck. Hold on for your end of the day wrap up. Pie of the day. Peanut butter, chocolate chip. Okie dokie. Not bad. Got stage 4 done. Got in tonight and got the photo op, all the lights aimed. So that's all good to go. We've got 3 projectors up and working, though the one in the photo op needs a little bit more work. I got to replace the speakers. I really need to throw that pair of speakers out and put another set in. And then there was a screw up with screen size. Though I'm noticing it depends. That one has a series of different music videos on it. Some are just regular rock music or pop music, and there's some Halloween music videos and stuff on there. Some of the videos most of the videos fit the screen just fine, but like the one I was showing you when I was recording out there is oversized. So I'm going to pop that screen down tomorrow, and we're going to enlarge it. I'll make it a foot bigger and 6 inches wider, and that should take care of the problem. And then we got to get the projector aimed exactly right. Though every time I get into that display, I end up bumping the projector and it pivots a little bit. So it's going to be one of those things I'm going to have to fix every night. You know, it's just on a swivel. No big deal. We are finding a nice problem, I guess, or an irritating problem if you're Sue. The fog machine I have in the Scolabra in the photo hall, I have it turned down to minimum. I need to turn it up because it's not staying on long enough for the fog to come out the mouths on the skeletons. It's coming out the relief valves I have in there, and that's about it. So I need it on a little longer. But my problem I'm having is the water room is filling up with fog. It's not to the point where it's whiteout conditions, but we have the fogger in the Scolabra and the fogger in the arch in the mausoleum, and the water room is right between the two. And they're both kind of wicking into the water room. I'm afraid if I turn up the fogger in the photo hallway, that we could cause problems with the water room. It's something I'm going to have to test and see and keep an eye on. If it becomes a problem while we're open, I'll just hit the off button on the fogger. I have one of those timers and it has an off button on it. And I'll just turn the fogger off, let it air out, and turn it back on. I'm going to have to also keep an eye on the ponds the next couple of days. I was noticing tonight that we have a small problem with the Hammer and Clown. The barrel is turned, or actually the barrel is a little too close to the Hammer and Clown, and I drilled 2 holes in it so I can insert a zip tie and tie the pipe from the pump to the barrel, you know, so it wouldn't fall over and slide. Well, the pressure of the water is leaking out past the zip tie and going almost out of the pond. In other words, the pond is leaking. I need to do something. I need to move the barrel or turn the barrel a little bit, you know, so it's not splashing out. Either that or put a little piece of plexiglass back there to block it or something. You know, so I'm going to have to take a look at. You know, stage 5, which is what we're in now, is a lot of that. It's debugging and fixing, you know, as well as getting other things, last minute things put in. So I've got the screen and speakers out in the photo op to do, and I got to take a look at that barrel tomorrow. Past that, all the foggers are in, and we've got 3 out of 5 projectors in. I've got 4 speakers to put in, 2 for the Q-Line, 2 for the Pirate, and we'll probably get those in tomorrow. I got the curtains between all the displays to do, and then I got the stuff in here in the courtyard, the secret door, the screenings. I got to get the projectors in for both of these areas. If I get all that done, normal stage 5 is done, and we would be good to open. But I've got the new security system. I've got 14 cameras I need to aim, which I can't do until I get a security table set up. I've got to bring out the control boxes, the monitor. I got to run an internet cord. I have no idea how long that's going to take and how long it's going to take to go through and do 14 different cameras, you know, get them all aimed right and everything. It's going to probably take a day just to do that. You know, that's an estimate. Watch me get it done in a half hour. Be just about the way it goes. I'm hoping we might do a soft open either Saturday or Sunday. Hoping. Tomorrow is Thursday. So we'll have to wait and see. But right now, it's either a helicopter or a very noisy truck. It's a helicopter. Yep, right there. Noisy ass helicopter. Military by the look of it. God, that thing was noisy though. He was low. He normally don't fly that low. But, oh God. I'm saving the security cameras for last. I want to get everything else done, and then I can take the time off, get the porch cleaned off, and, you know, then I can mess with the security cameras. I am not opening without my security cameras running. Not after last year. But we've got a mess. I've cleaned up the mess out here a little bit on the front porch, and we still have a mess out here. I got stuff I need to get put away. Now that stage 4 is done, I got stuff out here I don't need. But we are getting there. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.